Welcome back. Whew. Club Built Mogul. We in the building. What's going on? Oh man, this is a makeup episode for Tuesday, y'all. My bad. I've been handling a lot, going through a lot. So, we on live. So, might as well just go ahead and get things going because there's a lot of things that's definitely needed to be talked about. And you're getting all this information from everyone else, and you're hearing all this stuff going on, and you got to come to the Club Built Mogul, hear our side, and really see what the perspective is moving forward for a lot. Because it's a doozy out there. Y'all been keeping up with the news. I try my best. It's just a lot going on, and sometimes you don't know how to make sense of it all. You're like, okay, which one do we believe? Do we believe what they're selling us now? Do we wait a little bit? Can we wait a little bit to see what's really going on, or should we just believe it off first gate? Like, it's so tempting to say this is for certain, and then it's like you can't even do that because you don't even know what's about to happen in the next 24 to 48 hours. You have no clue. The social media age is different, man. It is different. I know y'all feel what I'm talking about. If you're 28 and older, if you were around when there was a time where you couldn't have access to internet, like you didn't have access to internet just freely like that. Like when I was growing up, there was internet, but you didn't have access to it. Like that shit was like permissible. Like you had to get permission and authority to get on the internet and start doing anything. And you got to let them know what you're doing, really. Like if you go to the library, if you go to, an internet cafe, stuff like that, you could do that back in the day, but it wasn't as popular. Everything was done manually for the most point, or, just basic document, Microsoft Word processing, those basic Excel spreadsheets. Nobody was really doing internet activity, social media posting, and you get my drift. So times is different. Information can be pushed across the world in the matter of seconds, minutes, hours. So there's 1,000 things at play here, but there's one thing that we control, and that's ourselves. That's our image. That's our code of conduct. If you have a code of conduct, how you operate and how you want to be viewed when you step outside your home, then you're on the right track. Now, if you don't have one and you just go out looking any kind of way and doing any kind of thing when you're out and about, there we're going to need to have a talk. My bad, y'all. You're supposed to be watching the highlights. We're gonna need to talk. We're gonna need to talk because we're stepping into a different era, a different level of just reality. Like you have to be on your shit right now. If you're not on it, if you're not stepping outside like you LeBron James going in for a bucket, if that's not how you trying to go outside, you want to go in like you're trying to win. You don't want to go outside like you're just going about, oh, it's just another day, whoop-de-doop-de-doo. No, give yourself purpose, give yourself structure, give yourself give yourself the love and the credit you deserve. Make yourself look good. Step outside. Make sure you look good when you step outside. That's something that's deep in our culture. Don't step outside or don't go to no function. Now, of course, you go into the store, or the grocery store, or of course, be comfortable in the skin you're in and the clothes you're in. But just as a general word of advice, make sure you're presentable wherever you go, and things like that we can control. So if we focus on stuff like that, you'll be okay. We'll be all right. Don't worry about what's going on in this world. It's a crazy one, but we try to make sense of it all here on Club Built Mogul. Go ahead and subscribe. We just getting started here. I mean, if you've been with us, you've been listening. You kind of know what the angle is. We're here to keep you up to date with the trending topics, keep you here informed with what's really going on, but the behind the scenes play to a lot. And like there's endless content that's getting ready to come out. And I mean, I just want to thank everybody that's been here. Even though it's maybe a couple hundred of you, not too many. I think I got 115 subscribers now. I started from 0, so within the last 30 days, 100 subscribers, no promotion. This is just ground up. This is just from the floor. We didn't really have much, but a couple computers, a microphone, and some good information to give you guys. So I'm getting ready to actually get my co-host on. Going to announce her. I gave it away. It was a her. I'm going to announce them. You don't have to know it's a her. I'm going to announce my co-host probably in the next coming weeks, but there's going to be a lot of adjustments. We're growing. Things are growing. Other businesses are growing. So I'm definitely going to have to come in and upgrade the stream, give you guys a fresh new look at this. But appreciate everybody, everyone that's subscribed, that's been here. I can't express in words the gratitude that I feel, just for this level of support, and it's just. Man, appreciate it. We're gonna do it. We're gonna do a contest for you. We're gonna do something nice for you. We'll do something. Just hold tight, sit tight. I got you. But yeah, we're gonna get right into this now, because you already know we're here on a still collective. We got the moments for you. NBA Top Shot. I was just searching through a couple. You already know the program. Get with the program. Find you something nice. If you like it, send Still Collective an email, and they'll send it right back to you. My K-Bar too as well. Still Collective. Do they got any new forms? Oh, they got purpose. Okay, July 6th. We can look at that later. But yeah, you get these moments sent right to your door. NBA, NFL, FIFA, you name it. So that's this being the foundation has given me the leverage, and that of course in the team that I coach. I enjoy coaching. Hope to continue that. Might have to take a pause on it because it's not paying enough. It's not really paying anything. We really just make enough to play in the tournament. Everything else is out of pocket. Gas, food, until you get sponsored by a huge, like entity like Nike or Adidas, and they don't even cover everything. So, it's really, it takes real guts to get out there and do that with these young men. So I'm here for it, but I'm gonna have to probably step back a little bit so I can focus more on this, because this is what it's about right here. with you guys, you know, and enjoying life, staying mentally sound, trying to get to the next level, you know. We ain't perfect. I'm not perfect. I get things wrong here. Some things I will get wrong, and I don't mind being wrong. But you know, that's that's just what it is, right? That's just what it is. Sometimes you're right, sometimes you're wrong. You got to just go with the flow, you know? Got to go with the flow. But yeah, here we are, man. And we spent the last couple episodes talking about the gunman, the Trump rally, and we called that one. The called that one like the back of our hand. He wasn't acting alone. This definitely was an inside job. It actually something. Yeah, he got shot at, but we don't know what type of smoke and mirrors you guys can do. Like, we don't know. So it's like, we weren't there. They're in the middle of nowhere. Who does that? It's just it just all seems so bad. It's a desperate attempt. It's a desperate attempt to gather people votes. Like, it's just it's kind of borderline disgusting to me. But you know, that's just, I don't know why Trump decided to go that direction. He was fine. He was fine before the assassination attempt. I think the assassination attempt, I think that makes them look bad. Like, we're not going to feel sorry for you. We're not. You're saying a lot of inflammatory things. So if someone does take a shot at you, I can't stop them. I don't condone it. I do not at all. I hope to God that, you know, nobody ever decides to take a shot at anyone, you know. But unfortunately, in this country, violence is at such a high demand. It's like a demand for violence in this country, and that's what these people want to see, violence. And you see why I had to bring up this topic. I had to talk about this because we have to slow it down. We have to just regress off of that, people. I am not here to play around with anyone. Like, there's no need to go and plan and scheme up ways to do harm to people, or just do harm to people in general. Love one another, treat each other with respect, treat each other with just like, come on now, treat each other good. What, y'all scared to get along with people? Is it that, do y'all really disagree? And this is what I know, we're gonna get into it. I know but I have to do this because this is a filling episode. Like, we got to go ahead and get these thoughts brewing, because it's like, I could never detach myself from a family member based upon a political viewpoint. Or I can, like, if you're a Trump supporter, yeah, I'm going to side-eye you. But I'm also going to side-eye you if you're doing the same thing with Biden. I'm going to side-eye you. Because it's like, I just don't see the need to put other people on a pedestal that you never met, that never met you, that's not thinking about you or caring about you, over a person that thinks about you every day, or at least is in contact you more than often, or even just, you know, frequent. But it's like, you want to let that person dictate your relationship with someone else that you actually know in person and that you know you get along with? That's crazy. That's crazy to me. So I can't rock with like too much of a political debate, because it's like, at the end of the day, even if we disagree on everything, we still have way more in common. You know what I'm saying? I still have to breathe this air. You still have to breathe this air. We both bleed. We both cry. We both have emotions. We both have people we care about. We both know this. We know we all, and that's the thing. It's like, because we talked about Kendrick in the song, "They Not Like Us," but they are more like you than they are as not like you. People are more alike than they are not alike. There's only a few differences when you're talking about different people, but it's like, yeah, everybody has their own kind of personality, you could say, so to speak, but none of that thrives, none of that does anything if you can't function as a society. None of that means anything. Who you are doesn't mean nothing. Your society isn't functioning. It's not doing and upholding your duties to society and to it, and being a good citizen. So there's no point in going in that direction of violent, of hate, of, harming people, harming yourself. There's no point, because you're just gonna spiral yourself down into a deeper hole. So I'm just observing what's going on, and what I'm seeing in this country is just an obsession of violence. And people, it's like they'll excuse the violence and say, "Oh, yeah, we'll excuse that. Oh, but this person that no, you shouldn't be thinking violently at all, because that's not going to solve anything. That's going to make everything worse for you." And I think it did. I think it made it worse for Trump, y'all. But what do we know? Biden, we already knew Kamala was going to step in. I called it. I called this. And see, that's the thing. Kamala's hot right now, okay? So that's why this video is called Hot Potato, Hot Kamala, because she is flaming up right now. And I want to play this speech that she did, because I want to go over it.
While Democrats coalesce around Kamala Harris, elected Republicans and conservative media are lobbing one of their favorite lines of attack at the de facto nominee, that she is a DEI hire.
The only reason Kamala is in the White House is because of the DEI deal Biden cut with Bernie.
Why, what? This is how racist work. This is how racism works, okay? So Republicans say this word DEI. DEI means diversity, equity, and inclusion. Why would you paint that in a negative standpoint? They don't want to share any wealth with anybody. That's what you're saying. You want to keep a hold of all the wealth that you stole from this country. We already went through Juneteenth. We already talked about the Civil War. We went through everything here on the Built Club at Mogul already, just in the first couple of weeks of talking. And it's like, y'all are seeing exactly what I've been saying about how these people are and how this country is. And you literally now have right in your face how they're still doing the same things they've done 400 years ago and during slavery. This is the same tactics. They're just advanced. They're just more updated, up to date to modern times.
To seal the nomination.
And of course, her whole history is DEI, diversity, exclusion, and equity.
Intellectually, just really kind of the bottom of the barrel. I think she was a DEI hire.
She would be the queen of DEI if she were elected. She is DEI.
Are you suggesting she was a DEI hire?
100%. She was a DEI hire.
This focus on DEI is, of course, just one of the many conservative attacks on Vice President Harris. But these racially charged comments have gotten so bad that House Republican leadership has stepped forward to tell its own members to basically knock it off and instead focus on Vice President Harris's record and not on her race and gender. I'm gonna say it again, Simone. When you have to send a memo saying stop being racist, it's a good indicator.
See, and
you're a racist.
I don't care what she has to say.
And we sat down and we talked, meaning it was handed to them without them deserving it or without them earning it. George W. Bush became president because his father was president. John F. Kennedy, in many ways, his political rise was because his father paid for it. As Attorney General,
it's like y'all they expect us. We shouldn't even be talking about this. You're literally playing a game. They're going to say something inflammatory that they know is stupid and outlandish and not true and just completely retarded. And then they're going to just have you, come up with the best response you can to defeat and diffuse their racist ways. Like, when you're on the Democratic plantation, you're on that. If you ever played Super Mario and you try to get to the top level where Bowser was, and the stairs we were climbing up on 64, and you just kept going and going and going, and the stairs never ended. That's the game you're playing. That's the game you're playing. You can Yahoo as many times as you want. Motherfucker, you're not making it up them damn steps. Now, there was a cheat code you could use and get up there, but still, the point is, the game is, and yeah, we could probably do a cheat code. I think we just did a cheat code, basically with Kamala becoming the next nominee.
General, and then got elected to the United States Senate. The most qualified people, you don't deserve to be there. Every person has a story about that.
Staff in public have historically been associated with the lack of social modesty, with hysteria, and even with madness. In insisting that Harris's laugh is somehow a sign of psychological depravity or narcotic-induced lack of inhibitions, conservatives
and not they're attacking everything, but everything her record and everything she's doing. Kamala is assembling a campaign that I think can definitely defeat Trump, and they're afraid of that. So they're talking about everything: her laugh, her race, her hair, her her whatever body count. Like, it's just this is the dirty game of politics, people. This is the dirty game of politics, and this is why you come here to. Because we got to unpack everything. We got to unpack everything because these terms, they've been used before. This is just affirmative action in a different way. The EI. That's all it is. It's just affirmative action in a different light. And it actually makes more sense. Diversity, equity, and inclusion is better than affirmative action because that I don't even think affirmative action makes any sense for what it was trying to do. But DEI, these are all terms that they recycle and they change up and they use to and bring in that extra, that kick, that extra to the game show. We're playing a game show, and when you're playing a game show, you need buzzer words. Okay, so that's essentially what they came up with, is these type of buzzer words that they know they can get you, watching. They know they can get you in it, and that's how the game is played. Now, there's a saying that we have to pick the lesser of two evils when it comes to presidential campaigns, and that's ultimately the end result of the game show. Is whoever you're picking, there's going to be something you don't like about both. There's going to be something you're not, but you have to go with the person that's way more fit for the job. And the person that's fit for the job is Kamala. It's not Trump. He already had his shot and he failed. And I don't even want to see. I don't think I want to see that. I don't. But it could go in either way for me. But we're going to see. Let's see what Kamala is standing on. let's see what her stance is
being able
on
to
all
have
of this,
something
especially
to
everything
always
that's been
protect
happening.
myself with this
She's gonna have to talk
allows
more.
me to have that peace of mind no matter.
I think this was this aired today. Or yesterday.
Good afternoon, everyone. Good afternoon. Please have a seat. Good afternoon. I was just saying to your most glorious president, Stacey N.C. Grant, she and I talked about this visit months ago, sitting together, having a meeting in the Oval Office. And we were she invited me then to attend today. And I just want to, and I love you back. He has extraordinary determination and profound compassion for the people of our country. And I say that because I know that we are all deeply, deeply grateful for his service to our nation here. And I know, therefore, of maternal health. And from the 1980s, you inaugurated Zeta Days. And I will tell you, when I was a United States Senator, I would see this group of, and I thank you.
Thank you, yeah.
And now, in this moment, our nation needs your leadership once again. In this moment, I believe we face a choice between two different visions for our nation. One focused on the future, the other focused on the past. And with your support,
this is the same
I am fighting for our nation's future. And let us be clear about what that future looks like. I know the leaders in this room, and I know the future we believe in and we fight for. We here believe in a future where, for example, everyone has
don't pay
affordable
attention
health
to
care.
everything she's saying, because they always say the same stuff. Affordable health care, cut taxes, cut down on that, increase the rich tax. Same thing. These are their buzzwords. Just look for those.
Which is why our administration capped the cost of insulin for our seniors at $35 a month. We believe in a future where no child has to grow up in poverty, which is why I helped pass the child tax credit, which cut child poverty in half and cut black child poverty even more. We believe in a future where the economy works for working people. That is why we forgave student loan debt for more than 5 million Americans.
I didn't get that. Not over here.
And if you or anyone you know benefited from that, please testify.
We didn't get it over here.
And we are finally making it.
Those were government employees. Those were people who were working for schools, working in, state employed, positions. So it's like, yeah, that's great. I get it. They work for the state, so yeah, they should have their student loans paid off. I get that, but not all. A huge chunk of us didn't get that. So, I don't know if that's a win for her.
Can no longer be used against your credit score.
But they're going to use that as a win.
And
This is part of the game show. We're going to tell you why the game is fun.
Affordable child care,
We're going to tell you why the game that you're playing is fun, because it's fun, right? You're getting things.
We here believe in a future where all women and all mothers are safe. That is why, as Vice President, I have elevated and took on the issue of maternal mortality, knowing that women in America die at a higher rate in connection with childbirth.
Trump isn't even going
women
to speak
in any
about
other
anything
wealthy
like
nation
this.
in the world. And black women are 3 times more likely to die in connection with childbirth. And for too long, this has been a crisis in our country.
This is
and
Kamala's
it is time that
hot
we recognize the
potato.
crisis
She's hopping in.
In fact, when I took office, I challenged every state in our nation on this issue because
To
you see,
take over
I said, look, we need to extend Medicaid
with President
postpartum
Biden.
coverage
But this
from a
is what-
measly 2 months to a full
This
year.
is what they wanted.
And I'm proud to report, whereas when I issued the challenge, only 3 states offered a full year of coverage. Now 46 states do. So I say, as we work to build a brighter future and to move our nation forward, we must also recognize there are those who are trying to take us backward.
Now you're going to talk about Trump. So, yeah, that's what we want to hear when we want to talk about anything. If I'm gonna cast a vote, so yeah, man, that's.
Translate your content into 29 languages in just seconds with 11 Labs.
But I told you so. Joe Biden was not making it out 4 years. There was no way. It was no way. It was no way. Put her in the office. She grabbed the hot sauce. She grabbed the fried chicken and the collard greens. She got the soul food. See, this is it. This is how they do this. They go to and they panter to each crowd. Would she do this? Who is she pandering to? With the hot sauce, collard greens, the roll, or is that a burger at the spot? Like, everybody eats hot sauce. Everybody eats collard greens, but this is what they want to show. They showcase this because they want her, because she is black, so they want to show that. Like, they want to show, oh, she eats hot sauce, even though you probably shouldn't be eating that hot sauce. Come on now, we at Club Bit Mocha now. We gonna beat the truth to you guys. Y'all think it's okay to douse yourself down with some sauce? All this high sodium, high cholesterol, this acidic stuff going in your stomach, disrupting stuff. Like, I don't know if the collard greens, I don't know. Maybe they're good. I don't know, but usually they're salty. Usually they're high in sodium too. Things you eat affect you, and showing us this, saying, "Oh yeah, go ahead, dig right in." It's like they're starting to show you how the programming works. That's why I'm here to show you how this programming works. And a lot of people are caught in it, and they're never going to get out of it. I don't know how I don't know how to deprogram someone after they're too deep in. If you're kind of just shallow, if you're kind of just right there, you know, you're retrievable. But if you're too deep off into the deep end, I'm sorry, we can't. But we got to break this down because, you know, I mean, it's how the game is played. If you know how the game is played and you understand the Constitution, you understand the functions of our government, then you also understand that the people that you're seeing on your screen, they're all getting paid to be there. So their donation money, all of that stuff, all of that is getting her not just the nomination, because she has the nomination. Everyone else is already backing her. Obama backed her. Who's backing Kamala? Everyone fell in line. Donation. In the last, this is historic. How much? $100 million. Wow. 231 million in a day. Wow. Donations received in support. Many of the party supporters and volunteers donated 81 million in what is being described as a small dollar donation. Wow. She is doing it. 150 million from big donors. So you add that together, it was 231 million. Wow. So yeah, she has people supporting her, and I don't know if Trump can survive this wave. I don't know. Kamala is too hot right now. She is the hottest thing out right now, y'all. She got the hot sauce. Where the hot sauce at? Oh man, she got the hot sauce out, and she's cooking. She's cooking your boy Trump. She out here cooking your boy Trump. I would bring the video up, but y'all can go watch it. Y'all can go see and watch that. I just had to break down to you some of the tactics that they use to, program you, give you these buzzer words, give you certain, this is what you're looking at. This is part of how you're supposed to mobilize with us and how we're going to get you whatever you want. Give us your vote. They want your vote. And this is how they propped it up, because Joe Biden's been out. He's probably been done. He looks fine, but he does not want to be in that White House. I promise you. He wants to be chilling. He wants to be not even worried about being president. He doesn't want to be worried about that. So they knew that this day was coming, but they should have did it earlier. And the fact that they waited this late to try to put her in the limelight, it's going to be a whole lot of the greatness of the greatest things that they've ever accomplished, which you can take it if you feel like it's an accomplishment or not. You can take it as that. Now, as far as casting your vote, I say it's a no-brainer. It's Kamala. But, because I just think Trump he looks too desperate right now. I think his disparity and his unableness to actually attack Kamala on the issues and actually go on policy, and he's doing theater. This is what he's doing. He's doing theater, and she's actually going towards the issues and talking about, fixing some things, healthcare, doing some things about the tax code, helping things out, like other things as well. So it's a no-brainer. I mean, we'll see the debates, but man, the only thing that is just super sad, out of everything going on, we get this, man. Out of all of this, we get this, man. This is sad, and I know y'all seen it. I don't really want to show it, but this is sad.
So this is a World of Warcraft hardcore raid. It's all your abilities and talents are random, and you only get one life. Let's see how far.
I saw this Sonya Massey.
Abilities, and you can lock in the ones you want. Arcane Intellect and Arcane Missile seems good. Gonna lock in those. Healing Touch is a heal. That seems super useful. Moonbeam Spike for melee attack after Arcane Missile seems good. Let's go. I'm gonna skip ahead. The first few levels are just killing wolves. So I made it to level 10. This is where we get our first random ability and talent. Let's see what we get. Atalai To.
They released this video.
Breaking right now at 4, body camera video just released of the moment a sheriff's deputy shot and killed a woman in central Illinois.
She rebuked the
video
demon.
is disturbing, and the reactions are emotional from the family all the way to the White House.
Lauren Victory has been going through the video. Lauren, the situation escalated very quickly.
Well, Jim and Marie, this police encounter turns deadly in just seconds, and we need to warn viewers the body camera footage is graphic, but not right away. The officers who were called to her phone spent several minutes with her,
look at what they're doing.
Information about the 911 call she initially placed. Deputies arrived to Sonya Massey's house on July 6th after she reported a possible intruder. Body camera video shows them searching her property and taking special interest in a car with broken windows. They knock at least 5 times, and Massey comes to the door, mumbling something to Deputy Sean Grayson, who responds.
Why would it hurt you? You called us.
The conversation appears to be wrapping up about a minute later.
Is there anything else I can do for you?
Then deputies ask more about that car, and wind up coming inside Massey's house for some questions. They notice the stove is on. Massey goes over to the pot of water, and things take a fatal turn.
Huh? Away from your hot steaming water.
Away from my hot steaming water?
Yeah.
Oh, I rebuke you in the name of Jesus. I rebuke you in the name of...
You better not. I swear to God, I'll shoot you right in your face.
Deputy Grayson's body camera shows his vantage point as he raises his weapon. Massey places the pot down, puts her hands in the air, and ducks. Grayson shoots.
That may have been a little unclear to see. So Massey said something about, I rebuke you in the name of Jesus, and the deputy said something about, you better not, I will shoot you in the face. Just minutes ago, Massey's father, James Wilburn, talked about seeing the video of what happened.
I kind of feel like, Roxanne, it's a dream. I'm going to wake up.
That's crazy. You rebuke. Rebuke. Express sharp disapproval or criticism of someone because of their behavior or actions. An expression of sharp disapproval or criticism. So where in the definition of that is a threat? I have sharp approval. I have disapproval of you. How is that a threat? I don't get it. I don't get it. I don't get how he decided to shoot somebody over that.
I just don't know kind of what to say. I saw this happen in the George Floyd matter. I saw this happen in the Breonna Taylor matter. And I had to say to God, why me? Why my child?
Her father went on to say she did have some mental health issues and at one time sought help. The Illinois State Police investigated, and the Sangamon County State's Attorney's Office determined the shooting was not justified. Grayson was fired and is now in custody. He's charged with 3 counts of first-degree murder, aggravated battery with a firearm, and official misconduct. I'm Lauren Victor reporting live in the newsroom, CBS News Chicago.
Lauren, thank you. Now to reaction from President Joe Biden on that deadly encounter. In a statement, the president said Sonya's death at the hands of a responding officer reminds us that all too often Black Americans face fears for their safety in ways the rest of us do not. Sonya's family deserves justice.
Ahead at 4:30, much more on the death of Sonya Massey. CBS News investigator Dave Savini sits down with a police training expert to break down the video frame by frame.
Do y'all want to break the video down? We can break the video down. It's pretty much, it doesn't matter. The only thing that matters is up to that point. None of the other stuff matters. It doesn't matter why she called. It doesn't matter about none of that. She was already leaving. They came back. And that's the thing. She instructed them to leave. They insisted on staying. That's what happened. And I'll show you.
This
I'll
game,
show you that part.
You're not ready.
Because that's the only thing that matters. Because I already pretty much looked at the video.
Just driver's license will do, and I'll get out of your hair.
Well, no, it was before him.
Take it to me real quick. Catch this. See who we spoke to.
And there's gunshots in the background. That's crazy. Where are you living at?
Temple.
That's crazy. So he's still in there. So no, it's before they walk in there.
On the back door. I don't know if it's her. Call her 17 back here and let her know. Phone ringer. 2 houses down.
She didn't answer.
What do you need help with?
Nothing. I just wanted to see if I could help me.
What do you want help with?
Huh?
What do you want help with?
I heard somebody outside.
Yeah, we checked your house. We checked your backyard. I walked all the way through all these backyards. We checked your front yard.
We didn't see nobody.
Yeah,
So
nobody's out here.
You didn't see anybody?
Nope. Checked the whole area.
Okay.
What took you so long to answer the door?
Oh, I was trying to put on some clothes, sir. I'm sorry. I was trying to get
I got you. All right. Is there anything else we can do for you?
Huh?
Is there anything else I can do for you?
No, sir.
Okay.
She said no.
All right.
She said no. She said no. There's nothing else you can do for me. So she's getting ready to get inside and go and leave. But watch this.
You doing all right mentally?
Yes.
Sure.
My medicine and stuff.
All right.
You doing all right mentally? Yes. So now he's concerned about her mental health. Now you're concerned about her mental health. No, you're not. You're not concerned about that.
All right.
Just let you go. Thank y'all.
It's not your black car though.
See, look. Now he's still asking questions. You said go. You said you was done. Why are you still asking questions when she already said we're good? Leave. You're still asking questions.
SUV? Whose is it? You don't know? Someone just parked it in your driveway?
They brought it to my driveway.
And just left it?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, let's run that. Yeah. 19, I got a 20 for you. Does anyone else live here with you?
Somebody else.
David Mary 43556. You got a name? You got an idea or something? Take your name real quick.
See, now you don't need to go inside to get a name. He should not have been inside her home.
See who we spoke to?
How did they?
Several.
And then he steps inside. See, that's where there was no need to step inside. That's where it gets wrong. And they just showing this on everything.
Okay.
What's up?
I got some paperwork. Can you grab that Bible, please?
Yeah. Hey, I just need your name so we can get out of here. Was there any damage previous to your car?
Previous, yeah, it was.
Okay, what was the damage?
A dent, I believe.
What about windows?
Oh, it was something that happened earlier.
Okay, perfect. What is your last name? Shouldn't have to think about your last name. You're not in trouble. I just need to text.
Massey.
Huh?
Massey.
You have an ID? That'd make things so much easier. I just need just driver's license will do, and then I'll get out of your hair.
I want to show y'all my paperwork.
I will get your paperwork.
What paperwork?
Okay. I got some paperwork.
Well, just get your ID real quick.
Well, let's get your ID first, and then
one task at a time here.
Okay. Let me
Here, grab your ID for me.
Okay.
Your ID. One task at a time. So let's do an ID, and then you can dig around for your paperwork.
I don't know where my ID is.
is it in that stack right there, maybe?
1 second.
Now, she is giving them her ID. Why? She's the one that called. Why are you asking for her ID? You don't need her ID. You need her name, and that's it. You know where she lives at. You have all the information. Why are you asking for her ID? This is how they bait people into doing things. That's why she's so erratic right now, because she doesn't know what's going on. She has no clue what's going on. And she thinks she just has to give them information, has to do this now because she called them, and she has to just deal with it now. When she should have just left. She should have just left, and she should have just said, "Hey, you can't come in here, can't come in my home. You don't have a warrant to be inside. If you need my name, I'll give you my name because I called." Or you can say it was an anonymous. I just want to go down as anonymous. You can say that too. So you're filing the claim. You don't have to give them all your information like that.
Check on her. We don't need a fire while we're here.
Right. Okay.
So just listen to what happened.
Paperwork.
I don't know where my ID is.
You have that stack right there, maybe?
1 second.
Check on her.
Said check on something.
No, we don't need a fire while we're here.
Said we don't need a fire while we're here.
Right.
So he told her to go and get the pot. He told her to go and get the pot. And I think they skipped some stuff, and I don't know why they did, but he told her to go and get the pot. You can see her. You can see him point over there to tell him to go get the pot.
Huh?
Where you going?
Away from your hot steaming water.
Away from my hot steaming water?
Yeah.
Oh, I rebuke you in the name of Jesus.
Now she said, "I rebuke you in the name of Jesus." She's kidding, really. Really, she's just saying, "Oh, in the name of Jesus, I rebuke you." That's just when you say that once you say that word, it's just like an impression, an expression. It's a phrase. So it's like, how are you threatened by that? It's a phrase, and you can clearly tell she's playing around. Like, you can clearly tell she's joking around. Like, "Oh, I rebuke you in the name of Jesus." That's all she's saying.
You better fucking not. I swear to God, I'll fucking shoot you right in your fucking face.
Okay, I'm sorry.
Drop the fucking top.
And then wait, what? What is this? What do you mean you better not?
Huh?
Where you going?
Away from your hot steaming water.
Away from my hot steaming water?
Yeah.
Oh, I rebuke you in the name of Jesus.
Huh?
Rebuke you in the name of
You better fucking not. I swear to God.
Like, what? You better fucking not. Why are you even cussing at her like that? She's over there. She's like she's washing her hands or she's doing something, putting stuff away.
I'll fucking shoot you right in your fucking face.
Okay, I'm sorry.
And he didn't even wait. Like she has no weapon. You pulled the gun. You don't even have a taser.
Drop the fucking pot. Drop the fucking pot. Drop.
And then you shot her.
19 shots fired.
Shots fired. Shots fired.
You weren't even near you. What's she gonna do? Launch the pot at? She's not even half your size, a quarter of your size, and you pulled out guns on her.
Drop the fucking pot.
It's crazy.
Bring EMS now. We gotta.
They didn't even help her. They didn't even help her, man.
I'll go get my mic. Go get, yeah.
It's so sad, y'all. This was sad. He murdered her. That's what everybody's saying. That man sat up there and lied and said she came at him. She was ducking and she even apologized. He straight up lied. Cop is shaking. He knows his partner was dead wrong. The fact that he said she's done, it's a headshot. She's slowly there losing life and still had guns aimed at her for nothing. I'm not wasting my meds on that. That's crazy. Exactly. Yeah, no, he's done. He's done. We need to see him underneath the jail, y'all. Justice for Sonya Massey. Moment of silence for her. Moment of silence, y'all. Moment of silence. 36 years old. 36. Yo. Young. Still full with life. Beautiful. Beautiful sister. This is y'all sister. This is our cousin. This is our, friend of a friend of a family member friend. Like, come on now. This is bad. She did not deserve that. Held 6 different police jobs since 2020. The cop that fatally shot Sonya Massey in Illinois, he held 6 different jobs. He was fired from 6 different jobs. This is crazy, and he was allowed to keep going back. The Footage reviewed by ABC shows Massey told deputy, "I rebuke you in the name of Jesus," and then apologized to the officer threatened to shoot her. She poured the water into the sink and ducked down behind a counter, covering her face with what appears to be a red oven mitt. She briefly rose, and Grayson shot her 3 times in the face. Wow. Pleaded not guilty or no. What? Bro, look at your freaking Macaulay Culkin half-cut, lopsided Pateau. What is this? What is this? What is this? Look at this. Like damn Mr. Incredible ass. Fucking, what is you doing? He's done. Grayson was employed at 3 different police departments in 21 alone. His shortest term employment was with Kincaid Police Department, where he employed just over 3 months. Records reason of leaving as other. They don't even tell us. They were like, what? There was a reason. There was a reason he was fired. He worked there a year at another place in Sangamon County. He was fired last week. His longest term was this one, which is he worked just for a year. Yo, this is what I'm talking about. And y'all gonna be quiet, and you're gonna be like, oh, this was a lone act. They're gonna do it again, just like what they did. They're gonna single him out. No, he was doing what other cops have done to try to get themselves inducted in some kind of gang that police officers have, where they say, oh, yeah, if you kill a black person, you're good. You're in. This is what they do, people. They've been doing this since if you don't know what the police actually are, they're the slave catchers. They're the slave catcher. This was a slave catcher, people. This was a slave catcher, okay? Slave catchers. The origins of modern-day policing can be traced back to the slave-catching patrol. The earliest form of slave patrol was created in the Carolinas, right here, 1700s, with one mission: to establish a sense of terror and squash slave uprisings with the capacity to pursue upper hand and return runaway slaves to their owner. This is still in practice today, people. This is still in practice today. And when you look around and you try to blame black people for not elevating out and figuring it out and doing, this was created to keep black people in the positions that they are in society. You keep them locked up. You keep them monitored. You keep them highly policed. That's what's happening. And now they're going into your home and shooting you in the head over a pot of water. How is a pot of water going to start anything? Like what? She did nothing wrong, and yet received the ultimate punishment as if she was a serial killer. They don't even shoot at actual assailants coming at them with weapons. White people with weapons, they don't even shoot at. But you shot at her because she had a pot of water? Was it Jesus? He was a demon, and that's why she said that. Oh my God. They a famous slave catcher. Who was a famous slave catcher? That's crazy. They take pride in this stuff, people. You got to understand. They are prideful of this. This isn't something that, oh yeah, well, you know, we had to do it because we had to keep our slaves in order. No, they hung trophies of slaves they would kill. They would kill hundreds, sometimes thousands of innocent people, children, women, men. And we want to sit here and let them erase that history? No, they're not going to. They're never going to. They're never going to win at that. They can try all they want to, but it's never going to happen. Because you got too many of us here. And we're coming and we're multiplying, baby. We're multiplying. Look at that. We coming with the hot sauce. We coming with the hot sauce. But yeah, these are the slave catchers, people. That's all he was. That's all he was.
Sure, there's a tool.
That's all he was.
When it comes to PDFs and e-signatures,
A slave
Adobe
catcher.
Acrobat is the only tool you need for any PDF job. It's the all-in-one, get-it-done.
Rest in peace, Sonya. Rest in peace. But yeah, I mean, well, I wanted to get back in our topic about single women, and I'm gonna just say this about that real quick. It's like, think about it. She was living by herself. Where was Sonya's man at? To be in the home to say, hey, yeah, no, you can't come in here, sir, officer. You can't come in the home. She was single. She following this. And that's another thing about how racism works with our media and our culture that promotes single lifestyle and singlehood, living by yourself. You know, that in itself is racism to the black community because look at her. She didn't even have no one there to protect her. She hasn't had no one there to protect her. Like, why is this young, beautiful sister by herself? She has no man that could have been there to say, hey, officer, you can't come in this home. Turn around and leave. We thought somebody was going around the back. You know, it's very dangerous in this neighborhood. But, you know, we're good. You can leave. She was instructing them to leave. And they wanted to take names and come in the house and have a cooking show and move pots and pans. Like, what? So what if some water got on you anyway? Like, that was going to kill you. It didn't even matter if you thought that she was just going to dump a pot of water on you. I don't care if she did. But you have no instruction to shoot. Because that's not, she was nowhere near you to do that. She was nowhere near you to throw anything. Even if she threw water at you. Throwing water. There was a video. You're scared of water. And I saw this. And I think this was in Atlanta. Oh my gosh. It was a bunch of people. Is this it? I think it was. No, this isn't it.
Staff that are with us as well. Communications center. Anybody that wants.
Where is it at? This is short. It was a cop getting destroyed, demolished by a bunch of water guns, and he couldn't do nothing because it's water guns. But it's like, this man was afraid of water, and if this doesn't change the way you view this police environment that we have today, then I don't know what will. If you still think the police are good and they're just
use PDF Filler
right
to edit documents anytime,
job,
anywhere, from any
then
device.
I don't know what country you're living in, but you're not living here. Yeah, here it is. This is hilarious. I rebuke you in the name of Jesus. In the name of water. Let's go. Yeah. Amen. See, that's hilarious. You can't sit here and say you feared your life over water. You can't say that. Yo. Anti-gun violence event. Anti-gun. That should be good. That should be fun. We gonna go to Atlanta, y'all. We gonna go to Atlanta. We gonna go to LA. We gonna go to a lot of places. We gonna a lot of things is coming for the show, people. You know, I just want to be able to just do it now, but it's like it has to be right. Gotta get the co-host first to get ready. Once she's ready, once he's ready, he or she, you don't know. It could be a he or she. Then that's when it's going to be. Probably around approach my birthday in September. So it's going to be a lot of changes. We got to get out. We got to get out and really show y'all what we can do here. But yeah, man, that's the show, man. Y'all been sticking with us for a minute, so we gotta show love for you. Gotta show love for you. We're gonna update a lot of this. We're actually gonna have like a way I can play all of these in the same loop, so I don't have to go to each one. I don't like having to go. Let me pick this one, and that's why I like the live stream, because it does that. But I can't pick what I want to watch. I can only pick what they put up there on the live Twitch. So you know, ooh, nice step back. That one's though. I might get that one. $7. That's nothing. Quick little shimmy and get up to the 3-point line. Boom. That's how you want to do it, man. But yeah. So what do y'all think, man? Y'all think Kamala can take the throne, take the presidency, take the Oval Office? You think Trump is just the right man for the job? You want the old Trump back in office and being on lockdown in COVID? Like, hey, I don't know. What do you think? What's your opinion, man? It's all love here. Ooh, good shit. That's a good one, Durant. Ooh, right on his head. Y'all watching the USA games? We're going to take a look at that probably next episode. We're going to be back on. We got to be back on for Thursday's episode. This is just a makeup. Well, not a remake, but a makeup for Tuesday, because we missed Tuesday. So we're going to be back on tonight. So 3 more topics to go through. Maybe 2. However I'm feeling. Let's see what else we got here. Yeah, we're going to bring it back. We're going to bring it back over here, y'all. Appreciate y'all for tuning in. We're going to take a look at this last moment. Ooh, this one's nice. $39. That's not bad. $40 for this. Yeah, I would have this in my room posted. Post it up. But yeah, man. Appreciate y'all for coming on. Go ahead and subscribe. Like the video. We're going to get you guys on out of here.
There's a war going on. Good versus evil.
Guardian.
Light against darkness. Out. Truth against lies. I'm talking about the war in your head.
That person that's holding you back, that person that's bringing you down, that person is you.
Are you gonna say you wanna do something? Do it for 2 weeks and then quit? Like you did last year, like you did the year before last? You say you wanna lose weight, get in shape, get your business off the ground, and then turn around and party, get lit, drink alcohol, eat like crap, and continue to live below who you were created to be?
No. Make a declaration to yourself. Declare all-out war that you're going to get out of this rut.
Decide today that you will no longer tolerate losing. You are going to be a winner.
Be the hero of your own movie. If your life was a movie, and it started now, What would the hero of your life's movie do right now? Do that. Do those things. Write down your goals. Write down things you want to improve. Write down things you won't tolerate from yourself. Write down things that you've done in the past that you never want to see yourself do again. And go forth from here.
It's the great Yes. Today in stories made, let them horns play. The Lord paved the way, let a nigga out his cage. They all think the same, let the blind lead the way. And it ain't worth the money if it doesn't make the change. Let me tell you about the places which I have came. Country living, that Carolina born and raised. Wasn't long before a young boy peeped the game. How they play it, got the Joker working next to Wayne. Those school days chilling with them boys out Eagle Chase. Them niggas do anything just for a piece of change. Out looking for a lick right on Rogers Lane. And I was just on the team trying to get in the game. Already knew that I was here for a greater purpose. And ever since the day I left, I only grazed the surface. Mama said you won't go hungry if you're always working. So I open up for service, baby, come and make it purchase. Mama ain't raised no fool. Mama ain't raised no fool. Don't you know my hero, my grind? And this money always on my mind. Yeah, yeah. Mama ain't raised no fool. Mama ain't raised no fool. Times are getting hard, bills getting paid late. Don't care how to make it, money gotta be made. Yeah. Tell you my story as I'm flipping through the pages. Cause it ain't take me long to start this paper chasing. And in your city or your state, yeah, I make the statement. Niggas claim they Bill Gates, but they get negated. But the ones that get that dough, cooking up the dough, they get it for the low. To get them birthday